All right, today we are going to look at the chain rule, which is another tool that we can use to find the slope of the tangent line at any point, which we know as the derivative. And we've done the product rule so far and the quotient rule, but we need this additional rule to deal with questions that might look like this, where there's 8 different factors. And if we were to apply the product rule to that, that would become a big chore. So the chain rule is best illustrated with an example, and if you want to write down the basic rule, you can, but it'll make more sense to deal with the problem. So let's look at this polynomial function with a significantly large exponent. Here's what the chain rule says. If I want to find the slope of the tangent line at any point, the chain rule says I apply my basic power rule and move the exponent to the front or multiply the number in front by the exponent. I leave the base of the power the same. I subtract 1 from the exponent, and then I multiply by the derivative of the base of the power. Oops. So to compare what we've just done to what's above, 10 is your n. 9 is the subtracting of 1 from the exponent. This is the original function, which remains the same. And then in blue, we have the derivative of the pink. And that's the chain rule. So let's apply it to another question. Y equals 4x squared. Well, heck, you say that's an easy one. We've done that before. Well, I just want to show you that we have actually been doing the chain rule this whole time. The derivative is, I multiply the number in front by the exponent, which would be 8. I leave this the same. I subtract 1 from the exponent, and I multiply by the derivative of the original power, which I can highlight in pink. What is the derivative of x? Well, normally, we haven't written this, but really what we've done all the time is we've said, well, the derivative of x, or the rate of change of x as x changes, is dx over dx, or the rate of changes are the same. So those lead to, pardon me, a value of being 1. So really, I don't ever need to write that there because it's equal to 1. So we haven't been writing it there, but it is basically the chain rule. All right, let's do one that applies better. So here's your expression, again, a polynomial. You might want to try this one before you look and see what I'm going to do with it. Derivative is multiply the exponent in front, the exponent by the number in front, leave this the same, subtract 1 from the exponent, multiply by the derivative of what's inside. So that'll be simplified now. 30 times 3 is 90, and we should write it correctly. So that's basically it. That is the chain rule. And I can show you how to do questions that are a little bit more complicated, but they're really just the same as what I just did. You just need a little bit more practice. Maybe I should do this one with the negative exponent here. Move the exponent to the front, leave this the same, subtract 1 from the exponent times the derivative of what's inside. And again, just make sure that if you can combine these together, you should, into one term, and it should be in the front. So your job is to get a little bit of practice at these before the chain rule gets a little bit harder with regards to taking out common factors and such. And so here you can start by doing these questions, and then we'll do some more complicated examples later. That's it.